Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Matt. This is Basking the Story. Today we're talking January, new year, new TBR. So what am I going to be reading in January? I've decided to take part in the Past and Future Readathon, which was created, I believe, by Novell Novels. And there's a few co-hosts. There's Gem of Books, I'll read my notes, Gem of Books, Alice and the Giant Bookshelf, Charlie Book Reads, and Danny's Book World. I'll link their channels all down below. And from them, I can't remember who I stole it from, but one of them put up this beautiful graphic. I'm not sure who created it, but it's got all the 9 prompts, and we're going to work through it and choose a book for each prompt and then see how we get on in January, because why not start the year ambitiously and hopefully strong and continue that throughout the whole of 2024. So 9 prompts, 9 books. I'm going to start in the top left and then work my way along. The first prompt is oldest on the TBR. Now this is a bit of a more of a challenge one, because I only really started creating a list sort of last year. So this will be, and I've got books that have been on the TBR beyond that. So I've picked a book that's been on the TBR for a long time. I'm not even sure how many years, but a few years now. And it also goes against one of the 24 banned books I'm looking to read in 2024. So trying to combine a few things here. But that is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. This is about a young boy who is in Afghanistan when, I believe it's the Russians invade. Yep, the Russians invade. He flees to America, and then I believe he returns, and it's a sort of redemption story. I've been told this could well make me sob and cry, which is a fabulous way to start the new year. It's a highly regarded novel, but it has been banned in several places for several reasons. So this is what I'm going to start with. So The Kite Runner for the oldest on the TBR. The next prompt is try something new. And this is actually a colour wheel prompt. So what I'm going to do is, if I have the technical expertise, is I'm going to find a colour wheel picker, and I will record my screen, and hopefully if this all works, you will get a wonderful graphic somewhere here of the colour wheel I'm using. Okay, let's tap. Okay, chartreuse, a light green. Interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will take you over to my TBR shelf, and let's see what we've got that's a sort of a light green colour. Okay, so this is the TBR shelf. Ignore the boxes. So this is the TBR shelf as it is currently. These are the books, some of the books I got for Christmas. So we're looking for a sort of a light green. I've got these, the Dandelion Dynasty. The canoe's got a nice green colour, but they're pretty chunky. Ooh, I've got this one. It's a new one as well, which is Dawn by Octavia Butler. This could definitely be a contender. It's got sort of a, I'm not sure you count that as chartreuse, but it's a close enough green. What else have I got? We've got Richard Osman's The Bullet That Missed, but that's the third one, I think. I've not read the second one. We've got Terry Pratchett's The Amazing Maurice, which is a possibility. What have we got down here? Nothing is standing out down there. So I think we're going to go for Octavia Butler, Dawn. And we're back. Right, so Octavia Butler, Dawn. So try something new. Obviously choose the colour wheel, but it's obviously a new one to me, a new author to me as well. I've not read any Octavia Butler, so I'm looking forward to this. I think this is basically, there's been a devastating war. This woman wakes up, and I think it's aliens. She's been sort of abducted by aliens, and sorry, not a tripod there. Being abducted by aliens, and she's looking to sort of, I'm not sure whether it's repopulate or re-establish humanity on a planet, or whether it's on a new world, or whether it's the old Earth that's now healed. It's lots further in the future. Don't know a huge amount of it. I'm excited to read it. Heard a lot about Octavia Butler. I think there's other books that are certainly discussed. Not seen this one discussed, but it sounded very, very interesting. Very interesting sci-fi concept. So this is the second one on the list. So that's 2. Right, the third prompt is a new edition, which obviously this one could have gone down 4, but I'm going to have to find another new edition. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to do an audio book, and or 2 options. I've got an arc of Nero by Connor Gordon to read, which is new Roman epic trilogy. It doesn't come out till May, June, so maybe not that one. Oh, you know what I did? We're going to do another sci-fi, but what I did get recently on, very recently, yesterday, day before, on audio is Red Rising. So the first in the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. Everyone seems to be raging about how good, or raving, not raging, raving about how good that series is. So I'm going to pick that up. So Red Rising will be the third book for the prompt. So, and Red Rising, I think, is about, so set in the future, there's different classes of humanity based on the colour structure. So I think red is the lowest sort of caste, and gold, I think, is the top caste. And our protagonist is in the red, and for whatever reason he's trying to move up to the gold in this sort of dystopian future setting, I believe. So we will look forward to that. The next prompt is Book Buddy. So this is a Book Buddy recommendation. So I've actually got, I'm not going to pick one now because I've got a announcement video coming very shortly, hopefully early next week in the new year, about a new challenge I've set myself, where I've been in contact with a number of newish booktubers over the past 12 months. They've set up booktube channels like myself, and they've all given me recommendations, and I'm going to pick one at random, and we're going to start in January. So that will be announced hopefully Monday, if I pull everything together in time, but certainly early next week. So that one is on hold, but we'll come back to that early next week. We've got a moody Monday. It's not a Monday today, so we'll see what mood I am in on a Monday and pick one when we get to a Monday and I feel the mood upon me to choose a different book. So we'll see what that one comes out as. Series Sort Out. Ah, this is a good one. Okay. Series Sort Out is my friend Sam Harrison from the channel Sam Harrison and I are going to be starting a new series in January, and I'm planning to start on the 1st January, and that is the Wheel of Time series, with the first book being The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. This is one of those classic heroic fantasy series that is really sort of a stalwart of the genre that I've never read. It's 14 books, I believe, in total, so it's a bit of a beast, and the books aren't exactly slimline. So, but I'm really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to reading this with Sam. It should be an absolutely wonderful, wonderful read. Ooh, got a nice map. You gotta love a map, haven't you? I do love a map. So we've got that. So that will be the new series I'll be starting in January, only a few days from now. That's with Sam Harrison. So next prompt is old favourite. So this can be rereading an old favourite or picking up a favourite author. And if you watched any of my channel before, you probably know one of my favourite authors is Terry Pratchett, and I'll continue a reread of the Discworld series. And next one on my list to read is Moving Pictures, and this is about the creation of the silver screen in the Discworld, which will be as satirical, hilarious and ridiculous as always, and I'm thoroughly looking forward to that. So that should be a good tonic to the larger heavy reading, something a bit shorter, more satirical. I don't know how humorous The Eye of the World is, but this will be very humorous to balance that out. So I'm looking for that. So that will be my old favourite. Right, New Year's resolution is the next prompt, and for this, what I'm going to do is I want to start my goals strong. So we've discussed one of my titles, obviously the 24 banned books in 2024. So we've got one of them on the list. Really should have 2, so I'll pick another one up. That may come out as a moody Monday. But the other list of books I want to get to this year is 10 classics I want to read in 2024. And I've, for some reason, decided to double up on the massive books for the year, for the month, sorry, with The Eye of the World, and go for The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. I was hovering between this and The Three Musketeers. I've gone for this because everyone in the comments recommended this as a better read, even though it's a bigger read, a better, faster, more enjoyable read than The Three Musketeers. So we're going to go for the Count of Monte Cristo, the story of someone falsely imprisoned and I think it's a story of revenge, and I think it's a story of revenge, but it's supposed to be a sort of rip-roaring adventure as well. So I am thoroughly looking forward to this. I may have been slightly over-ambitious with 2 massive chunky books on the TBR in 1 month, but it's January. If you can't be ambitious in the new year, when will you be? So, Alexandre Dumas, Count of Monte Cristo. And finally, the final prompt for this month and for the Past and Future Readathon is a bucket list book. So this could be something that's on your bucket list to read before you die, or it could be a bucket list author. And for me, it's a bucket list author, and it's someone who, having read a fair amount of sci-fi and fantasy, is on the list that I've never actually got to yet, and that's surprising, and it's quite a hole in my knowledge of the sci-fi and fantasy genres, and that is the highly regarded Ursula Le Guin, or Ursula K. Le Guin, but in this case it's sci-fi, so Ursula Le Guin. And I've got a copy of The Lathe of Heaven, which I picked up secondhand, and I will be reading this. So this is about somebody, what's his name, George Orr, has this ability to effectively change the world through his dreams, and it seems like his, from the background, his psychiatrist first doesn't believe it, but then starts to, in a sense, I think, sort of manipulate George to improve the psychiatrist's life, if that makes sense, I think. And then it goes beyond that, I think, as well. So, should be very interesting. I've heard just incredible things about Ursula Le Guin. She's obviously, well, she is very highly regarded. She's won pretty much every sci-fi fantasy award going at some point. Her backlist of works is large and pretty enormous, but this is the first one I'm going to start with. Don't know if this is the best place to start with her or not, but it's the one that I managed to find secondhand, so this is the one we're going to start with. I'm quite looking forward to delving into her work. So Ursula K. Le Guin, or Ursula Le Guin, is my bucket list author for January. So that is the 9 prompts. Let's do the picture with all the books that I plan to read. Let's see if I can create a pile that will actually stand up. Oh, goodness me. Maybe not. Let's try and get some sort of balance here. There we go. Right. So these are the books I plan to read, plus Red Rising. There'll be another one from a book buddy, and Moody Monday. So is that overly ambitious? Yes. Yes, it's definitely overly ambitious. Will I get to them all? I hope so, but we'll just have to see what happens. So it should be a great reading month. I've got some what I expect to be absolutely wonderful books to get through in January, and I will update you at the end of the month how we get on. Don't forget, video out next week announcing what the challenge is and what my book buddy read for January will be as well. Will be part of that announcement. So there's a new challenge for 2024 for myself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I will take you over to my TBR shelf. I will take you over to my TBR shelves